That's a fact.
Boy, congrats on party of the year.
That is a fact.
Yeah, we live.
It says live.
Yeah, so we live.
I don't see it. Oh yeah, we live.
YouTube, what's popping?
Woo! Man. This is live, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is not pre-recorded. This is live, blackout. We are in here. So we're gonna let this build up for a little bit. Yeah, fresh off the party.
Amazing.
Man, I just got up 2 hours ago. Seriously. Thank you to everybody that came. Vibes.
For those of y'all who had a good time, boy.
Vibes. Ian killed the woolly mammoth.
Ice Age 2.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Shout out to Daniel's Leathers. Boy, they owe you a commission.
Oh, for sure.
Boy.
That's the least.
Big facts.
That's the least that we can do, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel's Leather. How much did they run up on that tab? Man, I know about at least 10 people that got their coats from Daniel's.
Yeah.
All right, so we back. Blackout. This is a show that is not suitable for children, ladies and gentlemen.
Put the kids to bed. Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Please.
Yes.
I will try to curse a little bit less.
Why? It's blackout.
Yeah, you know.
Corporate.
My mom was.
It's tough when the parents call you.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah. You never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching.
Man, my dad be calling with that. I'm like, oh, no, you're right. All right. Cool.
So, yeah, well, you know, say our disclaimer. This is blackout. The views expressed on this are totally the opinion of myself and Ian Dunlap.
Yes.
And are for entertainment purposes
only.
The show is not suitable for children, sensitive men, or insecure women.
Our ladies.
It is a very educational program that you can learn from and perhaps change your life for the better. Only if you're willing to fully take in the information and act accordingly. Life-changing. We may tell you a joke, but we'll never tell you a lie.
I love it.
Ian,
you gonna walk back your ghosting comments or no?
Public apology. Public apology to the ladies that got caught up in my that's the life force lost souls caught up in the strip. Look, guys. I would like to apologize for the ghosting comment.
Accountability.
But I also said that it wasn't the right thing to do. I never justified it. I just said that that's what I would do. That's what I'm doing. I didn't say that it was the right thing to do. But I understand that it's a very sensitive situation for a lot of ladies, and I can see why somebody would say that they would be disappointed in me. So if I have disappointed you, I apologize, and I will work to correct my wrongdoings. And hopefully, hopefully,
I know this one well.
Hopefully, you know, I could work to regain the confidence for everybody.
Do women ghost more than men though?
For sure.
Fellas, you ever been ghosted? Ladies, do y'all ghost more than men or no? We're still not saying that it's right.
But the thing about it too is I think that there's different levels of ghosting, right? So what I was referring to is more so like dating, casually dating. Like, you know, if you're talking to somebody, if you're in a relationship, I don't advise you to just walk out the door and never come back. That's unadvised.
Will Smith dad
go for a pack of cigarettes.
Oh my God. Be right back. Went to never came back.
That was November. That's not advisable. But I was just saying, like, you know, dating or, you know, casually talking to somebody, you know, that's what I was referring to. But yes, I will start the show off saying that I do apologize for my ghosting comments, and if it caused anybody issues, I'm sorry.
Accountability looks good on you. Probably.
And if I've ghosted you personally, I'm sorry. It wasn't you. It was me. And
you working on being better?
Yes.
Working
I'm working on becoming a better man, and
yeah.
I won't do it again.
You got one of them texts, huh? When that pressure come through, boy. Hey, I've had to send a couple apologies myself in the previous life, so I feel you 1,000%. Oh, and my apologies to Melissa, Ford, and Francois. I was supposed to be at Tatiana, but work comes first. I love y'all. Hope you have a good time. Dinner's on me.
Where was Melissa Ford at last night? I didn't see her.
Wasn't MIA. Shout out to Ish. Ish was there.
Shout out to Ish.
Shout out to my guy Ish, man.
Light skinned Ish.
Yes.
Was in the building.
Legend.
Shout out to Ish, man.
Yeah.
All right. So now that I got the public apology out the way, we can start the show. Hit the like button and share,
please.
ladies and gentlemen. This is live. So maybe we can do throughout the course of the show, we could take some live questions.
That'd be dope.
If you have questions or if you have topics that you would like us to discuss, maybe we can do like a on the fly segment where we're actually talking. And Troy's actually here.
Shout out to my guy, hardest working man in show business.
He's executive producing the show. He's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Okay. So where you want to start first?
Well, speaking of accountability,
is Ian's mic on? They're saying that they don't hear Ian. Can you hear Ian good?
Dang, I got muted out. What happened? 1, 2, microphone check. Technical difficulties.
19 Keys called me the king of bad takes.
That's unfair.
Yes.
Yeah. It's unfair. Let's call 19.
Is he good?
Am I good now?
They said they can hear you.
Okay.
All right. So let's get this show. Let's get this show on the road. What do we want to talk about first?
Well, if we're gonna go with accountability, should your significant other be able to go through your phone?
Absolutely not.
Why?
That's you know, this is the thing. A lot of times when people,
and I'm not trying to set you up. We're on the same squad.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
So a lot of times when people think of an abusive relationship, they think of one side, somebody hitting somebody, right? Yeah. Or verbally abusing somebody. That's an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And most of the time, that's usually domestic violence is usually looked at as a man abusing a woman, right? Yeah. But what I learned from going to different classes that teach you about different things in relationships is that
you went to a relationship class. That's fire.
Well, it was like one of these like seminars.
Got you. Okay. Like Hitch.
Got you.
That
going through somebody's phone is actually a form of abuse.
Oh, okay. Right?
That's a form of abuse, and a lot of times people don't fully realize it or they don't understand it. But going through the phone is a form of abuse, and it is psychological warfare that you're actually playing on the person, right? And I always say, my biggest thing is that sometimes in life, if you have to ask a question, the answer doesn't matter.
Got you. Okay.
Meaning, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I have to go through their phone to see if they're cheating.
Yeah.
Or I have to, track them home from work or hire a private investigator to see what they're doing on their lunch break.
That up, man. That's funny.
whether they're cheating or not, it doesn't matter. The relationship is over because there's no trust.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the fact that I even have to ask the question is a red flag, is alarming.
Yeah.
And the answer on that doesn't matter. Like if I have to go through your phone, and if you go through somebody's phone, you're going to find something. Let's just be honest. So if I have to go through your phone, let me rephrase that. If you go through somebody's phone looking for something, you're going to find something because your intentions was already there. You already know what it is.
What if nothing's there?
Huh?
A buried body is only there if a murder was committed, though.
A buried body is only there if a murder is committed.
Mm-hmm.
You can find something in somebody's phone.
Gotcha.
Something in somebody's phone. I would say the vast majority of people, you can find something in their phone. Now that doesn't mean that they're cheating.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they're cheating.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, it's just you're gonna find something that you don't agree with. Right.
Yep, that's fair.
Why'd your coworker text you at 1 o'clock in the morning and say she just broke up with her husband? I don't know.
That's nasty.
I have nothing to do with that. but you found it.
Yeah.
Now that's going to lead to a conversation. You might not be cheating with her.
Yeah.
She might just be a friend of yours.
Gotcha.
But now there's boundaries that's crossed, right? So I'm just a big proponent of that. Like I said, I just feel like sometimes in life, if you have to ask a question, the answer doesn't matter. If it gets to the point where you have to think about going through somebody's phone, then just leave the relationship.
Fellas, if y'all need an easy way out, that's the easy way to go too.
For sure. Because like once you start going through my phone, you're invading my private property. It's kind of like breaking into somebody's house, right? Your phone is your private possession. Once you go through somebody's phone without them giving you permission to do so, it's like breaking an entry.
What if the dude a bum and the girl paying for the phone? You know what I mean?
Well, then
it's a lot of that happening.
Well, no, but we can't say that, because then we'll say, okay, well, what if a man pays for a woman's phone? Does he have the right to go through her phone?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all put in comments what y'all think. I just want to pose a question.
So what do you think?
Throw a little grenade. I don't think nothing.
No, what do you think about?
Me personally, if I'm in a relationship and well, it depends. Like something casual and I don't go through nothing. But if we're in a relationship, and she's like, yo, let me use your phone. Cool. Like I'm not like, oh no, please don't,
Use your phone?
Yeah.
Why would you need to use your phone?
I don't know. Phone could have died. May need to order Uber Eats. May need to order Uber. Who knows?
Okay. So you comfortable with somebody going through your phone?
I don't have nothing to hide though.
You have nothing to hide?
No, I live my craziness out loud.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not even something. You might have said something to your friend. You might say something. You might say something to Troy in the chat. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody is gonna be guilty of something.
Yeah.
Nobody's clean in this situation. If you're gonna look through somebody's phone, you're gonna find something.
Good point. That's Meek, not me. I've been in the video. Ooh,
the financial freak off.
Hey.
So that's my take on it. I just feel like if it gets to that point, then we have to reassess the situation. And once again, I strongly disagree with anybody going through somebody's phone, with anybody playing games like that. I just feel like that's a very toxic way to go about it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Troy,
have you ever gone through somebody's phone?
I haven't had liberty. I just never played fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I've had people go through mine.
You had people go through your phone?
Oh wow, how you handle it?
I didn't even know until a number was deleted and called me back. Like, how did she get deleted? Yeah.
Damn. Let me
the AT&T erase your whole. Damn. Okay.
It was a sneak play.
Yeah. Gotcha.
How you feel about Fat Joe? So shout out to Fat Joe first and foremost. That's our guy.
Joe Crack.
That's actually our guy. So we have a personal relationship. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to the whole Terror Squad.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Yes.
TS forever. But he purchased the Donald Trump sneakers.
He bought them? I thought they were sent to him.
Friends and family. Oh, did he buy them? He bought them. Friends and family pack.
Oh wow.
How much did he pay for them?
$3.99.
The $3.99. He bought retail. Well, he had the friends and family pack.
That's
so he did an Instagram live saying that he's not a Trumpster. He doesn't support Trump. He doesn't plan on voting for Donald Trump. But he purchased the sneakers because he's a sneakerhead, right? And the fact that these sneakers are, they're a collector's item, I guess, and they've resale value, I think it's like $6,000. Somebody's
for real?
$6,000. Yeah, it's going crazy.
Damn.
And they're a moment in sneaker history. Whether hate it or love it, they're a moment in sneaker history. So he was saying like he can't be a sneakerhead and not have a moment in sneaker history. It can't happen. How do you feel about that?
Shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to the whole Terror Squad. Shout out to the whole Bronx.
Shout out to the whole
Shout out to
Bronx.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete.
You missed that on this one, my boy. I love you. You was gracious at the All-Star game. Got to the team, right? I saw what you did in Miami about 10 years back. I want no smoke, but no. These Trumps look like hot top pro kids. Like, what history are we making? Shoes trash. The rollout was trash. Like, nah. I'm good. If you love Trump, say that there. But nah. Come on. I'm not buying the Nazi sixes, yo. I don't give a damn what they for. Like, come on, shoes not even that fly. And Joe got some kicks and some clothes and some jewelry. Like, nah, if Eric Trump sent them, I may let it slide, or Ivanka sent them, cool. But if you bought them, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, I could see both sides of this. I could see from the aspect of people saying like, damn, why would you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? That's a whack thing to do. I can also see from the standpoint of they're a collector's item.
Aren't they though?
And maybe he wants to sell them, right? Or hold them in value.
Did he hold them up though? Like a platinum plaque from a single with Ashanti?
Well, it's the same thing with buying Tesla stock, right? It's like, would you buy a Tesla? Like Elon Musk is comparable to Trump in a variety of different ways. So is buying a Tesla product or Tesla stock an endorsement of Elon Musk? Or is it just saying like, this is, I'm in business, I'm not really worried about anybody that's being, racist.
Did he say he was going to sell them though? Well, every company in America is racist, technically, especially if you're Fortune 500. These are the thoughts of E.N.J. Dunlap and Red Panda. These are a reflection of Earn Your Leisure, Troy Rashad, but it's true. So buying the stock, like if it's financially induced, there's still a gray area, but like he looked like he was kind of proud to have them. So like I'm not wearing the MAGA hat either. So
the MAGA, shout out to Ye. How you feel about Ye saying that the Yeezys is knockoffs, that Adidas selling fake Yeezys?
I love Kanye, shout out to the Midwest, but no one cares. Like once he said slavery was a choice, whatever harm comes your way financially, I don't give a fuck about.
Well, the thing about it, I think from a business standpoint, hit the like button and share.
I love Ye.
From a business standpoint, I think this is a teachable moment. I think this is a teachable moment for people to understand as
selling all your rights.
Right, exactly. If you don't own something, then you can't control. You can't control what you don't own.
Yep.
You can't control what you don't own. And he didn't own. You didn't own it.
Yep.
That's how they was able to kick him off. That's how they're able to still sell it without his approval.
Yep.
Without colorways that he didn't approve. So
morality calls got broken, so you fucked yourself.
You can't sell what you don't own, and you can't control what you don't own.
Yep.
That's just the harsh reality of life. So for all intents and purposes, he was a glorified brand ambassador. He owned 100% of Yeezy, but what good is that if Yeezy and Adidas are not entwined? So now you get kicked off of Adidas, but Adidas still has the rights to sell your sneaker.
And that's the messed up part. The gray colorway kind of fire. They're not bad. They're not bad. Joe, if you wear those instead of the gold Trump Nazi sixes, yo, you got a little vibe. I feel bad for Kanye, but that's like when so much attention is paid to the sensationalism and the branding. Of course, there's mental health issues there, but you got to look through that paperwork, man. Like when you break that morality clause, like you said, you don't own it. Having a similar issue with the rollout of the album. Album's doing phenomenal though, but some of the business is very sloppy. And I think this is what happens when you have a team and you're constantly moving people out of your circle who are going to tell you the truth. Like you can't have you get all yes men, then the CEO from Adidas is gonna fuck you over. It's cute that they took the little picture on a bench together, like they were getting along, but them cool 6 grays Yeezys look kind of fire. So check your paperwork.
Would you buy them?
Out of support for him and him being black, no. But if I was like an Eric Trumpster, I may take a stroll to Central Park in them cool grays. I may. Them shits don't look bad. I'm like, these look like the shit you was putting out. The 350s is like, hey, comparable. But this is why I think being on top of your game, having a sober mind and good counsel is really important. But a lot of y'all have been selling y'all rights away for a long time to a lot of y'all products and TV shows and podcasts and shit for the longest time for a look. So what do I know?
You don't control what you don't own. If you're willing to give up ownership, you have to deal with the consequences that come with that.
Yeah.
That's just it, right?
You gotta quit being brand prostitutes, yo. And shout out to the videographers who'll be trying to do the SD card trick because you recorded it, you own it. You're gonna end up in the Hudson.
Oh,
See, this is my Troy. Y'all see, listen, a dude hit me today, yo. It's my film, and because I recorded it, I'm like, I'll spend a 25 to
spin you.
okay. We make a whole other document, the other Chirac. Okay.
Oh, so
Creators, be careful. If they record it, make sure it's recorded in your cameras, your SD card, you hit play. Okay. So you don't have to call nobody from South Side of Chicago. I'm like, I got some footage for you. Don't respond. Say, boy, what? You on what? Oh, okay. This is why Troy and Mike Rashad record everything. Oh, okay, I got you. Got you. I hear you.
Oh,
These
man.
just jokes.
Written by 85 South.
Absolutely.
What's up with this Rhymefest situation?
Shout out to Rhymefest. He made a comment that generational wealth isn't passing on a business or investments or a house to your kids. The real generational wealth is to pass on lessons and love. And I'm like, lessons have to be passed along, of course. Love definitely has to be passed along, but I think it's a mistake to tell our community, just as we get in traction in investing, to pass on a home or money to your kid is a mistake. He was saying that people, like the kids, don't want to own a home. Maybe true, but you don't want your kids to be set back. And with inflation being the way that it is now, the cost of every brand is damn near a luxury brand now. I can only imagine when our kids get to being 18, 19, 20, 21, where things are going to cost. So I think it was a little bit misguided. I like Rhymefest a lot. Really important in Kanye's career, but I think the take was a little bit misguided. But what do you think?
Yeah, I think they go hand in hand as far as you said, to hand down knowledge and information. Well, that's part of the generational wealth for sure, but knowledge and information is only good
So
if you have
much.
it only lasts so long. So it's like now you have to, if you hand somebody a house, you give them knowledge and information so they can do the right thing with the house.
Yeah.
Or do the right thing with the investment. So that they go hand in hand. You just don't give somebody $1 million and just say, go fuck it off. You're supposed to educate them so they know exactly what to do with the money when they receive it, right? That's part of the whole situation. So yeah, I think that doesn't make any sense to say like don't leave. Why would you not want to leave?
And as someone who got robbed from Kanye, it really shocked me that he had to take. Kanye, you need Rhymefest back in your camp. But as someone who didn't get paid what I think he should have got paid for writing for Kanye, I was just befuddled that he had this take. But and I want to ask everybody like who's watching now, what your life would have been better off if you received a house and $100,000 investment portfolio when you turned 25, or what you would have been worse off? Like, quit selling grandma's house as soon as she passed. But I think I get his intent was well, and it's one of those things where like sometimes when people get on the podcast, they just say too much. I don't like this take, but I like Rhymefest dearly.
Shout out to the $100 super chat.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Keenan, appreciate you. Professor XRP.
Hey.
Appreciate you. So, all right. If your girlfriend goes on stage,
we gotta talk, yo.
If because this even goes back to this. Did we ever talk about the Usher thing? I mean, we talked about it briefly on Market Mondays, but that was
we ain't talk about it that much.
If your girlfriend goes on stage with an, because this is becoming a recurring thing. Chris Brown has done it. Usher does it repeatedly. He's actually broken up homes, literally. And I saw another video where it just went crazy. Then I saw a wedding. You see that?
That was
when the girl got on her knees. The bride got on her knees for the dude. That was.
You can't be marrying groupies though.
What's the boundaries that you set in a relationship?
You can't dance on somebody's dick if we out. That's the boundary.
That's the boundaries.
What? What's that boy named Omalayed? I mean, he dope, but it's like you gonna pick him now. And old boy stayed and looked at this girl dance on. Lesson number one: don't pick a groupie. If you don't know if she a groupie, you got to take her to Sub Mixing and see how she mingle around, right? And number three, this the part though. They be knowing who will leave and who won't. She knew that boy wasn't. He stayed and watched. Shout out to Swiss. You know you kind, but behind the scenes, Usher, you know Swiss ain't nothing to play with. Okay.
I just feel like man, it's nasty work, right? I just feel like at what point do you? It's an embarrassing situation.
Oh, that's
extremely
instant
embarrassing. Like
violation.
if I'm with my girl, right, and we go to see any artist,
Yes.
I don't care if it's your favorite artist in the world. If you make a conscious decision to go on stage and give him a lap dance, or he's grinding on you,
or even a too long of a hug. What you doing hugging Ruger Rail in the Bronx?
Yo, these hugs is getting out of control too. Don't hug my girl for more than 2 seconds. Technically, you shouldn't.
You can't check the dude though.
You shouldn't really even be hugging somebody.
You can't check the dude though. That's not how the game goes. We're not doing that.
No, you got to. You got to.
What?
Because
if it's not your guy, he don't owe you nothing.
Don't hug my girl, bro. Don't hug my girl, bro. Like it's.
Once again, they know who to play with and they know who not to.
I'm not hugging somebody's girl unless like
you don't get them kind of hugs.
Handshake. I put my hand over my heart. You know, I'll do the praying emoji.
Yeah. You do the I ain't seen you in a while.
I'll do the this hug. I'm not going in for the full caress of the situation.
You putting your arms under. How you been? It's been a while. Where you been? Yeah, see,
like no, we got to talk about etiquette. Like, this is actually etiquette because even when you go to different parts of the world, right? Obviously, like you're in the Middle East, stuff like that, you can't hug nobody.
Yeah,
you can't hug a woman. Like that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So different parts of the world, you know, these social interactions, you got to be careful. You go to, you know, Saudi Arabia and try to hug somebody's wife, you might get your hands cut off.
Big facts.
So I feel like it's because once you start to hug, then it turns to a kiss in the cheek. Then it turns into a dance. Then that turns into a lap dance.
That's wild.
It's a domino effect.
Yeah,
complete domino effect. But if you're gonna embarrass me like that,
you gotta go.
How can we ever? I can't
build nothing. Dudes too. Y'all gotta move correctly. I need dudes to stop being groupies for other men in public settings when you with your girl.
Talk about it.
Include me. Don't be no motherfucking where with your girl and move your girl out the way to come and hug me. I ain't that cute, right? I'm all right. You know what I mean? I do my little rose water shit at night, my little Tatcha, but you move your girl out yo, King, I fuck with you. Stop, bro. You gotta learn how to move correctly. Come on. I be seeing y'all do it for ball play last night. Mellow. Mellow, chill. What? You show more love to him than Kanye and Lala. Stop it. Hey, the male groupie epidemic is wild.
That's
bro.
a fact. That's
Stop
a fact.
And the ladies be seeing it and be looking at y'all like, I can't believe I brought this goofball ass dude out here. Come on. Nah. Then you had your girl take the picture with the dude. What? Come on, man.
The male groupie epidemic has reached proportions that we've never seen before. Trying to get into the club, you turn around, the dude's on your hip, like, yo, am I good with you? No, you're not good with me, bro. Or it's one of these things where they'll like look at you like you're in the section, the VIP, and they be like once you make eye contact with somebody, it's kind of hard to be like, I'm like, oh man. But like you said, that making people uncomfortable, it's awkward. It's an awkward situation that I think social media really
messed it up.
Escalated that.
Yes.
It escalated that. Because you're seeing more male groupies than female groupies now.
Than ever. Ladies, yes or no? Please put in the comments. Dudes be moving wild. They be the most butthurt. Yo, you changed. You in Hollywood. I don't even know you. Stop. What is we talking about? But if a dude try to hug your girl, you can't check the dude. You gotta check your girl.
So what's your girl supposed to say? No, I'm not hugging you.
You already, if you with me, you already know how to move. First violation, first demonstration. Go home.
First demonstration.
But you gotta pick somebody home like that.
Go home. You've been suspended indefinitely.
You gotta know if you got a clout demon or not.
But don't dance. Look, the hugging thing might be a little controversial. My girl, I don't want my girl dancing with nobody. There's no reason, unless it's a father at a wedding.
At a wedding.
That's the only man that I feel comfortable with my girl dancing with. why are you dancing with somebody? This
Yeah.
ain't Dancing with the Stars.
Big facts.
And
I'm the star.
I'm the star.
Shit. Them kind of games, like, listen, fellas, you gotta just learn to put your foot down. Step, like my boy Dom say, go get some motion, step your shit up. If not, they'll play with you. They'll stretch you for a whole mile, but they gotta know who to play with. If they know you'll walk away, they ain't gonna play them kind of games with you.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that at all. Okay, and yeah.
Shout out to Omalayed for girl snatching. And then the crazy part, she wasn't even worth nothing. Never mind. Yo, that's wild.
I want to talk about something. I want to talk about a serious situation. Shout out to Cam Newton.
Shout out to Cam. I fuck with Cam.
Nah, I fuck with Cam.
Yeah.
Good dude. Super good dude. Did Invest Fest for us. We did his show. He did Assets Over Liabilities. Went to his restaurant. Ate.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a cool dude. Yeah. Very cool dude. They ran up on him. Did we ever get the backstory of why they actually ran up on him?
Male groupies.
They ran up on him at the 7-on-7 tournament, right? And Cam is he's a football player, bro. He's about 6'5", 240, like brolic. Like he's not nobody to just run up on and think you're just gonna be able to. I don't care how many people you got with him. So he maneuvered them, kept his hat on. Impeccable.
Swag. Hat didn't move none.
Impeccable. But he's saying like that was something he does in the community, right? So this brings up a larger situation. French Montana was on the Breakfast Club talking about how he had plans of doing stuff in his neighborhood in the Bronx, but once Nipsey Hussle got killed, he aborted that mission.
I don't blame
him. And rest in peace to Nip. But this brings up the conversation of a lot of time people say buy back the block, or you left the hood. Why you left? You come back. We need to rejuvenize our neighborhoods.
Yeah,
we need to put businesses in communities. And then some people was like, for what? I'm not doing that. That's what Nipsey Hussle did, and he got killed.
Yeah.
Or that's Cam Newton trying to build in the neighborhood.
And it's not the first time
he's getting
been attacked. Yeah.
You can't jump Cam Newton. That's ridiculous. So at what point do you leave the neighborhood and never come back? Do you stay in the neighborhood? Do you stay with some level of precaution? What's the correct balance for that?
I think you got to move with precaution. I will say this too, for everyone who tries to jump somebody or a celebrity, keep your hands to yourself. I don't want this to happen. One of y'all are going to get killed though. Try with Zach Randolph, shout out Big GD, or a few others.
Big GD.
Like, keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. Me included. Don't even try. All my friends. Leave me alone. But I think, like, of course, this wouldn't happen to Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Archie Manning. Like, I don't know why this keeps happening, but I think like Cam needs to whoop one of them real tough because this happened a couple times.
With Cam?
Yeah. Well, high school kids disrespecting them and talking crazy. Like, parents, I know this era is different, and a lot of this is happening because you're allowing your teenagers to talk back to you. The outside world not going to play with your kid the same way. Because where I'm from, the 14, 15, 16-year-olds are killers anyway. Once they get past puberty, already think you got that shit on you anyway. 430 round to 400 round. Be careful. These is real life games.
But what would all right, so outside of that though, do you advise people going back to the neighborhood?
Yeah, you got to get back. I don't think you can never give up on where you're from. Not if you're real. And a lot of times that pressure be coming from where you're from because y'all really don't be giving back. Y'all do this shit for the photo op. If you really give it, you'll have some protection. But you got to move cautious. You can't be out there all day. Like, I'm not going back to EC and Gary all day and posting up all day. I look like food to them. But I'm going to give back.
But I also think that, all right, so I think it's a complicated conversation because Black people have a deep love affair with the ghetto. It's a very strange dynamic that we have that I don't think anybody else ever has. I've never seen anybody from Japan like, you know,
the Yakuza not playing. Hold on now.
No, but I'm saying Hype Williams used to make the projects look like Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right. and Boys in the Hood and all of these different things. It was like the glorification of bad neighborhoods is something that has deeply been embedded in our culture, and we love it. Like,
was that Hype Williams, or was that us being limited to certain areas, and that's the only stories we could tell at that time?
Well, the thing about it is that, like I said, I feel like even when you make it out, there's still the admiration, the love, the respect for the worst neighborhood as opposed to the better neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right. And even when you travel, people say, I travel like, yo, I want to go to Jamaica. I want to touch the hood. We've been to the hood in Jamaica and we were with our friends, but I'm not traveling somewhere, and that's the first thing I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Is to go to the worst place in that
Y'all
area.
be going to Chicago and go to O Block, y'all crazy.
Yeah, like it's not a tourist destination. Like you said, like why would you go to Chicago and just go to O Block? Because I want to see what it looks like for myself. Well, there's what good is going to come from that? So I say that to say, I think psychologically, the first thing that we have to do is kind of move past a mindset that fully keeps us in that world, infatuated and fascinated with that.
Yeah.
And I also think that nobody has to do anything. So there's also a level of entitlement, I think, right? Because like somebody said, like, I've never heard a white person say what they've done for the neighborhood.
It's some who have, though.
No, not really. So like Mark Zuckerberg, I never heard him say what he did for his neighborhood. He don't have to.
He get back to his high school.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Educational, but that's what I'm saying. That's the thing that's going to actually help, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're going to give back to something, they'll give $100 million to Harvard.
Yeah.
They'll give a $10 million check to the high school. They'll give a $5 million donation to a synagogue.
Yeah.
These are things that people want Black people to be the savior for people just in general. Like, what are you doing for the hood? Well, what am I supposed to do? Give out turkeys? I mean, that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
We could do that, and we do that, but I mean, that's a one-off situation. Is that gonna fully make a difference in somebody's life after Thanksgiving is over?
I think what we're doing with the show, Market Mondays, and we try to do EOL, is a form of giving back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I just think that we have too much pressure put on us. That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as a Black millionaire, like you just got the money. You don't even have enough to really impact change. People, before you even get a chance to have a generational wealth, it's taken from you from expectations of other people.
Can I give the obvious pushback that I know we're going to get?
What?
We just had a fur party. We can't say that shit.
Say what?
That we can't give back to the hood.
No. What I'm saying is that nobody's obligated to.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I don't think that's true.
Nobody's obligated.
I think if you, depending on where you're from, I think you should give back.
No, it's the difference between should and obligated, right? Nobody's obligated to do anything. Of course, every human being should want to help other people.
Yeah.
Out of humanity, right? That's how we all move forward in humanity. But what I'm saying is that it's just the pressure of somebody that makes it out of a neighborhood and they're looked at as like, damn, you haven't done anything for this neighborhood. Like, well, why don't you hold your politicians accountable? They don't, like, they have more power than the celebrity. Like, what is a celebrity really going to do for the neighborhood? Even if he does millions of dollars and builds a community center, right? It still has to be run by people, right? They don't have the power to clean up the street. They don't have the power to fix potholes. These are all things that there's millions of dollars in the city budget that gets misused every single year. So I think that we will look at a rapper and hold him more accountable than we hold the mayor. Then we hold the elected officials.
The rapper is selling themselves on being from River Park or Yonkers or Chicago or St. Louis.
Because that's where he's from.
The politician. So if you're stamping this shit and saying I'm from here.
But the politician's job is to actually do something. The rapper's job is
the rapper's job and our job is
the rapper's job is to entertain people and tell stories and make words.
I think you said, listen,
Ron,
this is my thought. You can either feed the wolves or have the wolves come to your motherfucking house. You pick.
But that's not true, because Nipsey Hussle's a perfect example of that. He's somebody that's probably one of the realest people of all time, that stayed in his neighborhood, that opened up businesses, that fed his people, that had his whole community with him every single way that he went, this is his whole brand.
Yeah.
And he got killed by somebody from his neighborhood. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up
Out of
getting
jealousy.
9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up getting killed by people that you know. This is even in gang life. Like most Crips get killed by Crips, most Bloods
Yeah.
get killed by Bloods. It's violence. So it's like you're gonna have animosity and hatred from the people that know you the most.
But
You're not going.
but the community in that set different. Now I don't want to go here, but
That's
the
anywhere.
community in the set is dramatically different.
Chinks Drugs got killed in his neighborhood in Queens, right? Nipsey got killed in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
So many rappers get killed in their neighborhood. So, all right, it's keeping it real going wrong. It's like, okay, now you want to stay around an environment that you got away from.
Yeah, I'm not hanging out.
But how is it beneficial?
No, I'm not. You can get back without hanging out all day. What Jay-Z say? I'll be in projects all day, talking about how I'm being in the hallways all day.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not kicking it all day.
So that's so that goes back to a mindset of, I think that, is building in a neighborhood productive? My answer to this is yes, with a purpose, right?
Yeah.
Like if you want to do something and build, but as far as just staying around
and just kicking
physically being there,
not all the time. No.
Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
What's the purpose?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's nothing that's gonna happen that's gonna be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
So why would you work your whole life to get out of a situation and go back into it? It's like breaking into jail.
Yeah, I don't think you should stay there, but I think the people that are there that are just like you need to find a way to help. You have
when you say find a way to help, what do you mean?
Find a way to help them get out. That's why.
But you can't help. Like for Earn Your Leisure, right? We employ everybody that we employ is from our neighborhood. You know that. We got like 20 people that we employ from our neighborhood, friends, families. We're helping them, but ultimately they're helping themselves. There's probably 50 other people that would like to be employed by us, but it's not a value add, right? So it's not a charity organization. It's not my job to provide for another grown man.
You don't have to directly give your money, but you can give opportunity, or if it's a project, okay, we're going to do this one pop-up, but if you run that well, then there can be room or information, or here's how I built this. I think there's other ways you can give. Like I try and give a combination of money, which I'm doing a lot less of, but now information. Here's how to build your brand. Here's how to start your business. Here's how I scaled. Here's the mistakes that I made. Like, I think you can do that, but I think to not do, and it's frustrating because, like, to be very honest, most of the people I've fallen out with were people that I helped tremendously. But I always think of when I was coming up, like, damn, I wish I had somebody give me this insight, this game, this one opportunity when I was coming up. So that's why I continue to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it, somebody said like Rashad doesn't want to go back. Well, I really have no choice because I never left. So
talk to him.
I never really left. So I was like,
you're not in Virginia.
Yeah, I never left. I literally never left. Still live in the same neighborhood that I grew up in. So it's not. I'm not really speaking from my situation because our situation is different. Like we never left. Literally, I never left. My son is still on the same basketball team that I was on when I was 10 years old. Like the same coach that coached me, coached him. Everybody knows each other. It's the same. It's a family situation. But I'm also not just hanging out aimlessly.
Yeah.
I'm not just, shooting the breeze like I used to. I used to just, shoot the breeze in the parking lot till 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing that anymore because what's the purpose? We're not making no money doing that. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna stay around, but I am not obligated to stay around.
You should, so don't try to hug your girl.
Huh?
You should, so don't try to hug your girl. To be nice to get grace play.
Well, somebody hooked my girl, then we got a bigger problems.
You gonna tear the club up?
No. Yeah, we ain't tearing the club up. We ain't tearing the club up.
SP the Ghost?
SP the Ghost.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, I just feel like, whatever you're going to do, just be safe. Because I feel like, there's a lot of people that lost their lives over dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And
Russ is giving back. He's building the amazing like apartment affordable housing complex. Like that building is amazing. So
Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Russell Westbrook. But once again, he's not hanging out in the neighborhood though.
I agree.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
What's the biggest red flag in a relationship?
For men or women or both?
Both. Well, you could speak from a woman's situation, from a woman's side, because obviously You know, we wouldn't know what a red flag for a man would be, but we would.
We could be the red flag.
Very true. Maybe ghosting's a red flag.
Big facts. Low effort. I think and not being honest is probably the biggest red flag. But the thing I'm noticing too, like people have a hard time being honest with themselves, let alone others. So I'm always judging low effort and how frequently like a person will not tell the truth. Like the two biggest ones for me.
The biggest red flag for me, this is one of the ones. Don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. Yeah.
Ever?
I feel like a man, if a man's rocking with you and they see certain things, it's in their nature to want to help you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna help you.
What if you're not helping frequent enough though?
Well, here's the thing. We can have an intelligent conversation, but I just feel like once you start out, if you start out, you dating somebody and it's like, hey babe, can I get $1,500 for rent? Or
yeah,
can I get
what if it's 100 for nails or something like though?
Yeah, I just don't ask me for money though, bro. Like I feel now I'm being used.
Gotcha.
I'm just being honest with you. It just makes me it changes the dynamic and makes me feel like I'm being used in this situation. Don't ask me for money.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be genuine. I'm gonna be generous with you.
Yeah.
And if we're not in a relationship, I don't owe you anything anyway.
Big facts.
So even I don't care if your rent is due. It's not my rent. You don't owe somebody nothing because you're in a sexual relationship with somebody. Let's cut the shit. Let's cut the shit. How am I sounding crazy?
VSG, don't clip this up. Jeez, don't clip this shit up. Leave this out. Danny, don't.
You don't.
I'm calling my favor.
That's Cam Newton's girl said that. You don't owe somebody nothing because you made a decision. That's your decision that you made consciously as an adult.
Yeah.
Why is there an obligation to have some currency exchange? That's prostitution. What?
Day trading at night. I told y'all. Yeah, y'all getting a couple ticks, 2, 3, 4 ticks, 150 at night. You know what I mean?
I'm just being honest with you, bro. I don't feel like I'm obligated to start paying somebody after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't.
When do you start being generous then?
No, if we rocking, if you're my girl, or we rocking, and it's like, okay, like I said, I'm gonna take care of somebody. Like as far as like, I don't want to see somebody struggling.
Yeah.
But
everything must be earned.
If it's casual,
I told a dude yesterday at the party, like I was like, shout out to my guy, I ain't gonna put your business out. But if you got like 4 trips lined up with 4 of them, right? And all the trips costing $4,000 or $5,000. What, like if you put that shit in the video a year ago, look how much more money you have, and you have some better options. What are we talking about? You want to talk about a real call? But what do I know?
I mean, put it in chat. What do you think? Maybe I'm bugging, but what do you think? Put it in chat. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think that you're obligated? A man is obligated to financially help or support a woman that they're just dating?
Oh no, just dating. No, that's what I thought you meant, like a relationship. Dating. No.
Just dating.
No.
Right, because that's when the question becomes awkward. Hey, can you pay for this? Can you pay for that? Can you send me money? No, I can't send you money. And
even being seen in public, equity and payment.
That's a payment. That's the payment plan.
Hey,
that's the real payment plan.
No. On the dating tip, nah.
And then, like you said, effort's a thing too, though. Like,
yeah,
I feel like it's the little things that go a long way. When you do nothing, like I used to know this girl that did nothing. She did nothing.
What you mean? We knew the same girl.
she didn't cook. She didn't. She did nothing. Like she did nothing.
Yep.
No value.
Yep.
Other than her looks.
Yeah.
No value.
You can argue the look is the job, though.
The look is valuable.
Yep.
For sure. But that only goes so far.
Oh, yeah.
So she did nothing, but then she expected so much. She expected to be pampered like a princess.
Had people pampered her before?
Of course,
Yeah.
because this fucking
Simp economy.
the simp economy that we're in,
Mm.
guys are fucking the men have lowered the value. The men have made it hard for the real ones. That's why Big said, I guess that's because they run with lame dudes too much.
Yeah.
That's real. Like these lame, like the lames have soured everything.
Yeah.
They telling girls like, if I was your man, I would never let you walk to the store by your, like, I've seen so much
Sucker shit.
dirty macking.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the dirty
We
macking.
gotta talk
though.
about your
The dirty-
we know somebody.
The dirty macking.
Ooh.
The dirty
Stop
macking.
it.
Look, the dirty macking that has been celebrated for years. Mario's song is that's the dirty Mac Bible.
Which one?
The makeup on his shirt.
Oh,
you don't believe
like,
his lies.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Wow. Shout out to Mario. Yeah,
What?
that's crazy.
Bryson Tiller's another one. Girl,
Yeah.
he only fucked you over because you let him. You're dirty macking.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be celebrated.
Yeah.
Look, I was always taught if you try and talk to a girl, you should never involve another man. Never talk
Big
bad about
facts.
another man. That's rule number one. Never talk bad about another man, because what I have to offer got nothing to do with you,
Yeah.
right? If I got to bring you into it, I'm not strong enough on my own.
Yeah.
I can't, like Myth Bleak said, I can't diss dude. I can't diss somebody that I don't even, and
Don't even know.
I don't even know.
Yep.
I'm gonna say like, oh no, you can do better than him. Drake, love Drake, but
Shout out to the boy.
Marvin's Room, legendary dirty Mac.
He learned since then, though. Shout out to
You
the
can't,
boy.
but all of that shit has gotten into the atmosphere, and it's like Corona, right? It's airborne. It's an
Yeah.
airborne virus, and it's ruined the brains.
Ladies, y'all ran the 2 Simps, 2 semiconductors play yet? I want y'all to go get 10. You need a fully diversified portfolio. Lame ass dudes that just give you $5-6 grand for a month for nothing.
Oh, that's
Please go for it.
NBA players for sure. Rent for no reason.
Yes.
These dudes paying rent just for fun.
Yep.
It's a sport at this point. It's a sport.
Wow.
How much money can you spend?
The dirty macking is crazy.
No, the dirty
though.
macking is
it's on
just-
the all-time high.
I,
And it's only and if you dirty macking, it's only gonna make the girl want the other person
more.
That's a little
That's the
dick
thing.
energy.
That's the thing. It's reverse psychology.
Yeah.
The more you talk about another man, you're only helping his stock.
Yeah. Ladies, yes or no? That's male groupie little dick energy all day. Stop it.
Never talk about another man.
Yeah. Leave that
Please.
alone.
And if you've done it in the past, repent for your sins, and let's move forward.
In this era, do you think women value love
This ain't
more
need
or
a whole,
money?
a whole episode on dirty macking. Not because the
Well,
dirty
we
macking
need it.
thing is happening. Like I'm telling you, bro, it's happening. It's happened to me before.
I just
People-
got a text about that. Like, go ahead.
Like, yo, you like I never forget. I was with this girl. It was years ago. The girl that did nothing. And she got a drink at the bar. And I was like upstairs in like VIP area. And she came up, she's like, yeah, the dude told me, like, yo, if I was your man, I would never let you walk to the bar by yourself. What? Like,
bro.
how is that your opening line? How is that your opening pickup line? Right?
Mm.
What does that have to do with you, bro? You could have just tried to talk to her. I would have respected it. I would have respected it more. You
Yeah.
could have just said, hey, what's your name? Da-da-da-da. Okay, da-da-da. All right. Why do you have to involve me in this situation?
Dudes
What
be
did
lame,
I do? I didn't do anything to
Dudes be
you.
lame. And the women got to deal with these type of men in the open market too. The bit boy, dirty macking and got a girl and get rejected in the DMs. Boy, you lucky. Some of y'all
And the dirty macking is when they tell your girl that you was with another girl. Like, yo, I caught him. I caught him. Yo, I don't know if you know this, but last week, you know what I'm saying, he was down bad with Shorty, and
Also, niggas shouldn't be lying about if you moving around like that. That's the other part of it. If you gonna move around, say that you moving around. I have. Don't play.
No,
We get to call and talk. What we talking about?
You still can't snitch though.
Yeah, you can't be Tekashi. But a lot of dudes be trying to move and be slick. No, be honorable. If you gonna move around, say that you moving around. As most of y'all ain't giving dick good enough to be moving around like that. That's why you won't let you move around. What are we talking about? We're gonna be honest. So we skipped over the whole Meek Mill thing. I'm gonna leave that alone. Listen, y'all gotta move correctly. Either be faithful or tell her you that one. But the truth is, you moving around, scraping and scrambling and shit, because you really not him in real life. That's why. Pick your poison. But yeah, the dirty Mac and snitching. I got somebody I gotta tell y'all about when we done too, boy.
Dirty Mac?
Hold on.
Hella dirty. Hella dirty.
I said, boy, you mother Kobe a dirty Mackin, yo. Come on, yo. Man.
Do you think you could have done more to work it out with the mother of your child? And provide a more stable home?
That's a great question. Shout to Xander's mom. Shout to Xander. I don't know if I could have done more to work it out. Like, honestly, we probably should have just stayed friends. Like, she's an amazing mom. But there are parts of me that wonders. And I told Stock Club this before, Red Panda this before. Like, I battle on if us not being in a relationship will affect him long term and not having a 2-parent household. That does make me wonder, like, how he would turn out. Like, amazing kid, like super aware, super loving. So I'm not seeing any signs that it's caused friction. But I think all of us as men have to wonder, like, and this is why I hate when men blame the women, because I'm like, we picked them. Like, I consciously made the choice to have a child. So when the relationship didn't work, that was for my reasons, of course. But I do wonder if do we often leave too early at the detriment of the child. So, but you know.
Okay, that's honest.
Yeah.
Honest take.
Yeah.
Honest take.
Now would I go back? No, I wouldn't. But her, you're amazing. Kudos to your relationship. Shout to your guy, all that. Cool, right?
How do you feel about other men in involvement with children? Like the future thing. All right, with Russell. That's a broader conversation.
It's a loaded Lux.
Like, as far as what role, because I don't, like I said, don't dance on my girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want.
I'll be real. Russ doing too much.
I don't want.
Y'all. Shout out to y'all. I owe you a super chat.
I owe you a super chat.
Rashad, what about you? Back to you. Do you think maybe if you can rewind the hands of time that you could have done more to make things work?
We can always do something.
You are motherfucking great.
Everybody in life can always do better, for sure.
No grenades hit you. Oh my God.
We can always do better.
What I gotta call Cliff Yass? Like, what are you training from? Oh my God.
But I'll say this though about the stepdad situation. I respect people that would take care of somebody else's child.
Yeah.
Because it's an honorable thing to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're going to be in that relationship with a woman, like, you shouldn't treat their children different than you treat your children. If you're married to that person, it's like, if you're married, you got to treat your stepchild like it's your real child.
Yeah.
But I just don't want anybody around my son. So that's just me personally. I'm old school rules. I feel like I'm involved in his life. If he was an orphan, he didn't have a father, then that's one thing. But there's no need for him to have a father when he already has a father. So that's been communicated. But I just feel like
well, you rule with Iron Fist, boy.
No. I don't want to because I please don't.
But you of course you're going to always be a father, but you can't tell a woman not to have anybody else around your kid if you're not with her.
No, it's just a respect thing, though.
Yeah,
I just feel like it's respect.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it.
Like Russ doing. I'll say Russ doing too much.
But nah, you can't say he's doing too much because he's married. He's married to the.
He's going out of his way to disrespect that boy. Come, what the fuck are we talking about? Okay, and I'm telling you the other side of it. when he retire, you're gonna see what's his name, DeQuavius. Okay. You keep playing like there's certain man code you shouldn't cross. I feel like Russ mentioned that boy name too much in a disrespectful manner in the media, regardless of what C and him went through. Dog, if you're gonna parent, if you're gonna co-parent or be a step-parent, great, but you don't gotta mention Future.
No, the one thing that he did I didn't agree with when they had the kid like naked on the family page. That's inappropriate, bro. Don't do that.
Nasty,
Don't do that. Don't.
See, he come tell your motherfucking ACL, you're gonna be crying.
Too far.
That's wild.
It's too far. But that's on the mother though. That's on the mother. Don't come on, man. Don't have my son naked on some family photo on some weird shit. Like,
as a man, he shouldn't even allow that.
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah,
he knows better. He knows better than that.
So,
let's talk about some financial topics. Adrian Peterson goes broke after making $100 million for the Vikings in his NFL career. What are the top lessons learned from this situation?
I think the importance of planning is really key. I don't think he had the right team around him. The thing that like was really drawn was like the birthday party that he threw. So like, what was it? 300 first class seats were bought for his birthday party.
When was it? Recently?
Just like 5 or 6 years ago. So I got to calculate. I'm like, okay, well, if you're paying for that, drinks, hotel, you ran through 600,000-700,000. Then he got a loan to pay off. I'm like, you're not Meech. Shout the dude gonna get out next year. But like, you can party, but once you get to spending millions on partying and having that kind of money, no one's gonna have sympathy. So I think the importance of planning.
Well, he got a lot of kids too.
Really,
he's one of these guys that has like 9 kids with like 9 different women.
See, shout to AP.
So that'll get you.
Yeah, every time.
That'll get you.
Big discipline is needed. That's an important financial literacy conversation we'll have enough. For real. You can't knock down everything and have babies with everything and then complain. Shaq got a bag to afford, but he could. Chad? He got 13?
At what point do you just refuse to pull out? Like, how does this keep? Let's be honest, guys. You just saying, fuck it. Because it's
pretty much. You got
once you start getting 10 in a double digit
8
kid,
that's too much.
You're making conscious decisions.
Yeah,
like you're trying at that point in time, right?
Yeah.
Like you're literally, there's no precautionary measures.
And bare minimum, like what, 315 grand now per kid?
He has 9 kids. How many baby moms?
Shout to Chad. Shout to Unc. Shout to his wife, Rel. I'm good though on that. That's wild. But financial planning is key. Not
plan B is key.
Yeah, big facts. Extravagant spending, you got to cut that down. Dick discipline is D. Like, what are we like? Some of these things, people are like, well, if you would have had a better financial plan, no, put your dick up. You can do that. Put your pause. Yo, like
30-second time.
It's hard to have sympathy and you out moving reckless like this. Like crazy. Like, yo, what is you doing? Come on.
But Nick is in relationships with these girls, though. Nick
I mean,
can
a good mom.
How you feel about polygamy? Let's...
I don't have any feelings about it.
You have no feelings about it?
Listen, I'm gonna be real. Having multiple women is a lot of work, yo. I did that at one point in my time. This is the other part that we don't talk about it. That shit's overrated after a while. Having 2 through like to manage all that, it's a lot, bro. Because they always not gonna get along. Once again, it's gonna be hair in the sink and hair in the shower everywhere, right? It's cool. Like some things are like sound good, lived experiences until you live them. So, yeah.
Okay.
Huge investment.
So that's your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
Not a fan of it.
I haven't found the right collection, the portfolio manager.
The girl collection.
Yeah. So
I think polygamy is
Is it something you do?
It's ordained.
Oh my God! Stop the boy. Are you gonna do it or no?
Well, it's not about me. It's just a bigger issue of society.
You may be the greatest in media right now, hands down. No lie, I swear to God. Your Euro, like you Kyrie. How you? It's not about me. Go ahead, do it again. I got to work on this tonality. It's not about me.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
about what's best for the audience. Got you.
And the community.
Got you.
Because let's be honest, people will look at having multiple wives as the worst thing in the world, but then there's somebody's side chick. Like you would rather. I heard Dr. Umar say this before. You would rather be a professional side chick and cheat with a married man as opposed to being a second wife.
That's true.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
And the vast majority of married people are cheating anyway.
Big facts. What percentage? Let's put a number on it.
That's 70.
I'm gonna go 80. Yup.
It's up there.
Yup.
It's up there. So,
ladies, how many of y'all out there married and cheating? Put it in the chat. Put the super chat. I bless you.
bless you.
I bless you. I'll pay for the lawyer. Go ahead. These are just jokes written by 85 South.
So, but I just feel like from an economic standpoint, right? It's it would be better for a collective of sister wives living in a house. Everybody's pulling their money together. You
like
know,
susu.
as opposed to just being a single mom, as opposed to being a professional cheater, or opposed to being a professional side piece, or just being single forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real conversation. And these are things that was put upon us from a Eurocentric mindset. It's not the African way. It's not. It's not. It's not.
Troy, what is we doing?
It's not. It's not. It's not. You go back and
you don't think when they landed on Plymouth Rock, James Naismith didn't have 3 wives with him?
No,
he had 3 little Dutches with him.
I'm saying the Europeans looked at that as an uncivilized way of living. And you go most parts of the world, polygamy is normal. In Africa, in Asia, the Middle East. And it's working. It's working. It's working.
Do most men have enough money to take care of? Like most of these motherfuckers ain't taking care of their kids well. You think they can handle 3 women? Y'all getting ran through the ringer over child support and alimony now. Well, you gonna get broke up with 3 times? You're gonna be fucked, yo. If AP lost 100 million, yo, 67,000 a year with 3 women, they gonna cut it, bro.
Solomon had 700 wives.
Inflation wasn't that motherfucking high. Bernanke hadn't fucked the market up and all that. What? What? Come on. And there wasn't no other men around for 7,000 miles either in Jerusalem, wherever that happened at. Come on. What are we talking about, yo? You think Solomon had the energy to fuck 700 women? We think Kathy lost a lot of money in it. Boy. Hey, it's
look,
cool.
I'm just here to give you
to the polygamist. What you do when you had 8 women mad at you at one time?
Go to the knife.
Oh my God. Sexual rotation, huh? Oh my God. For those of y'all who can get that shit off, boy, enjoy.
Nah, 9 is too much. Don't exceed the limits. 4.
4 good ratio.
4 is a good ratio.
Yeah, 2 tech, 2 index.
2 tech, 2 index. No. 4 is a good ratio. Yeah. 4 is kind of pushing spot. 3 is probably a sweet spot for you if you're into that.
Like 1 main and 2 sides, or like 3 mains?
Well, there's never going to be 3 mains. There's always one favorite. I've studied this, even in history. King Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey had 3?
No, not Dave Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
Ramsey. I think they said he was the greatest pharaoh in Egyptian history. He had 62 wives, by the way. And his favorite, I think Nefertiti was his favorite.
It's
wife.
like history chat over shit.
Well, you got. If you don't know where research, if you don't know where you came from, you're not gonna know where you're going.
That's true.
This isn't. Look, that's why I said it's ordained
by God.
Yes,
got you.
And the African ancestors.
Got you.
Who are we to question our ancestors?
Did T'Challa have like 6 of them? Did he have 1? Come on. Oh man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Before we leave, let's talk about. Oh yeah. Money and relationships. How should money? Because what the thing about money is that money is a tool, right? And it can be used to build or to destroy. And money is one of the biggest factors in divorces.
Is it? Well, yeah, true.
So money in relationships, what's the role of money in relationships? Like, how do you think money should be utilized, talked about? When do you start the conversation? Because this is a lot of awkward moments that people don't really
Why is
have.
it awkward though?
Because nobody likes to talk about money.
Why? Well, I do. I think you gotta have an uncomfortable conversation
Early in a relationship.
Man, if I think we gonna end up in a relationship, we gotta have that conversation early and often. What's your dream? What's your vision? What business can we build together? Are you investing? Are you a spender? Are you a saver? You gotta have them tough conversations in the beginning.
Do you think that a woman's role is to work or stay home? You have those kind of conversations?
Absolutely. And I don't think a woman should work outside of the castle. You can't be in my castle and go work for another king. But you also got to provide a motherfucking castle first and foremost.
So you
got to work in the business or have your own.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah.
So you don't want your girl or wife working for anyone else?
No.
Because
because you're helping somebody else build their empire. And if I'm going to take care of everything, then help me build what's here. That's also another sign of like, do you also believe in the vision 1,000%? What the fuck you going to Goldman for if I got this? And they ain't find you. I took 11 trips off Red Panda. You didn't take 11 off Goldman on accident. So y'all can say all that. It's giving broke because he said fly yourself out. Like como, playa, Cabo, Portofino. What y'all talking about? What? Big as the what? Nah, work inside the castle. Work inside the castle. Stylist, everything, bags, everything. What are we talking about? So
if they want to work, then they should be working.
Either have your own business or work inside of the empire.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
Unless you're grossing more than I'm grossing you.
Yeah, interesting.
I wish a motherfucker would tell me like I can't go somewhere because my boss at Chick-fil-A said I can't go. Bitch, y'all about that building. Come. What are you talking? No. Add some value here. What?
But for the average person that doesn't own their own business or is not financially sturdy enough to pay for their spouse, the average person, right?
Get in a position where you can so your girl don't go dance on Omalayed. Now we want to talk or we want to talk. His swag was off anyway. That little dusty hand shirt he had on, boy, no haircut. I said, boy, you. And he had a bird anyway. Let that go be at the zoo. Yo, Brooklyn. But for the average person, you got to have a conversation and say, here's where I want to get to in 2 years. And I always say, if you have to ask your girl, does she believe in the vision? Like you said, some things, if you asking her, she don't believe. Don't believe. You got to get you someone who's willing to build. And that's why you just can't pick off looks or vibe or who now will. Like my homegirl Foxy tell me all the time, like you got to get somebody who's also going to invest in you. You got to be able to willing to put something in. You want to fly around and have fun and all this access that I built. All right, that's cool. But what are you going to pour into this to keep this shit sustainable and keep it going?
No, for sure. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I know I may have said it gruff, but that's for entertainment purposes, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So your kids, because we talked about this before, I just feel like, so how you feel about your kids working a job?
I mean, if he wants to, cool. I think life will beat that out of him anyway, though. But I also, too, like, our kids got a very interesting viewpoint of seeing, like, what we've been able to build. They don't want to, like, Xander don't want to go work at Zaxby's or wherever. Like, he's seeing what we're able to create and then also investing for him. Like, Xander has been able to see me, like, grow. He has his own money. He sees what's is in the account. Like, now he's all in on basketball. I'm like, whatever you want to do, just be great at that. So I think we should push our kids to be the best that they want to be, whatever they choose to be. But you can't push your kid to be great at something if you're not doing it yourself.
I feel like kids, if you're building a business the first option should be the kid
Inside the business.
works in your business.
Absolutely.
Now if they want to just go off and do something random on their own, you can't
And
really
work at
control.
GameStop. Yeah, you can't control that,
But it's embarrassing.
big facts. Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's like, and I had to tell that to my son, right? Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do
You
that?
gotta have them hard talks and got them. Yeah. You got an
Yeah.
opportunity to do this, and
Because oftentimes it's just like, you might get influenced by friends
Yeah.
or different situations, but it's like, if your father has sacrificed everything to have something, well, that should be your first thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you should just at least ask.
Yeah.
It might not be an opportunity for you, but just ask.
Yeah. But I think the parents also have to make provision for them to teach them early so that they can work in the business. Because I think a lot of times parents wait too late and put so much time into the business. The kid's 14, 15. I'm like, well, you didn't teach them nothing from 5 to 14.
Yeah.
Like you got to make the time for them to have the time to help build them. So,
but as far as relationships, I used to do, when I was a financial advisor, I used to talk to couples all the time. I think you start the conversations early in dating process, as far as what's your views on entrepreneurship? How's your credit? Have you invested? Are you into investing? These are conversations that you have to have, because just like you there's a lot of different things that you have to be compatible with.
absolutely.
Like you have to be compatible with somebody as far as their personality.
Yeah.
You have to be sexually compatible with somebody, but you also have to be financially compatible with somebody. And that's not talked about enough. Like a lot of times we're not financially compatible with somebody, and we never really even know that until it's too late, until you're like married. And it's like, oh damn, because it's irritating. If you with somebody and they're not paying their bills on time, or they always late to do stuff, or they never want to save any money, and it's like it's annoying.
Yeah.
So
what question should you ask to know if you guys are financially compatible?
All of those things, like as far as what's your views on saving money, right? Do you invest into your 401k? You save for your retirement? Have you invested in money into the stock market? Are you interested in real estate? What do you want to buy a home, or do you want to rent?
Yeah.
What's your credit score? Have you worked on getting a better credit score? Like these conversations that we have all the time on these platforms, Market Mondays or Earn Your Leisure, right? Like, and not to say that somebody has to be perfect. They don't have to have like a 800 credit score. They don't have to have $1 million in the stock market. They could have a bad credit. They could have, but they might be interested. Like, well, I haven't started investing yet, but I've been watching Market Mondays and I've been saving my money. And I want to start next year. I'm gonna start putting $100 into the stock market. That lets you know that they got the right mindset. And or as opposed to them saying investing is a scam. I ain't doing none of that. I'm not saving no money. I'm putting my money, under the mattress.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make them a bad person.
It's not a good fit.
But it might not be financially compatible with you. Because it's like, the worst thing you could do is be in a relationship with somebody and they're completely opposite. And then
that shit sucks.
And then it's like now you're a parent.
Yeah.
You gotta remind them to pay their bills, because they always forget to pay their bills and then they're always late. You gotta put money away from them because they don't. You gotta take money out of their paycheck and save it for them, right? Like these are things that I think you just gotta be. And that one bank account for 2 people shit is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Why do you think that?
Because
okay. So if y'all in a relationship, does she get access to one of the bank accounts or none?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing on this. In a marriage, I think we should have my bank account. This is my personal bank account. Your personal bank account.
Yep. And we got a joint.
And a joint family account.
That's fire.
The joint family account goes to groceries. We pay bills. We do whatever we want. And that's a joint. How much money is allocated to that? We could decide how much money we're putting into that joint bank account. Yeah. But that of one bank account,
and everything going into what? No, everything.
Well, I'm not doing that.
No way. No way. No how.
I'm not doing that.
No way.
You guys doing that? Are you guys putting in chat? Are you guys? You?
Please don't, because if they run off, take that money. It's broke boy behavior.
What?
One account.
Well, some people know, but a lot of times a woman will push for that because they're saying like It's a trust thing. If we're one, if two people are coming together to be one, everything is one, including one bank account. I need to see the money. Your money is my money. So why not put it together for one? And here's the thing. I'm not even explaining. If I got to explain that to you, I'm not explaining. I'm not explaining why I'm not doing one bank account. I'm just saying I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
If I have to explain to you why I don't want to put every single dollar I have into one bank account with you, you're not the right person for me.
Okay, so harsh message with kind tone. That's what I'm not doing. You good?
Yeah, it's no explanation.
Gotcha.
We gotta normalize. Stop explaining things. Normalize no explanation.
Certain things don't need to be said.
No, there's no explanation.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Because I just think this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm not explaining why.
Yeah.
No, I'm not giving you an explanation.
What will you give an explanation for?
Fake jury. I wanna
Boy, that was on your ass, yo.
Look, guys,
Pause.
I didn't even know this was gonna be such a controversial topic. I just don't understand why this was so triggering for so many people.
Because Ocho Cinco got the diamonds from
Why?
Shout out to Ocho.
Men, are y'all really buying fake jewelry?
I told you it's a lot of men.
Like I said, I'm not encouraging people to spend money on jewelry. I actually said I don't wear jewelry. I've never got my ears pierced ever in life.
A watch is jewelry though.
A watch is an investment.
It's still jewelry though.
I'm
gonna play.
Well, I have a watch.
Yeah,
but I'm saying I've never in my life had a chain. I never in my life had my ears pierced. I have a watches.
We both got bracelets.
I have some bracelet, some trinkets,
jewelry,
trinkets,
jewelry, VSG,
trinkets.
Don't clip my guy.
But what I'm saying is that I'm not knocking anybody that buys jewelry.
Yeah,
I'm just saying for me personally, I just never got into it. But if I was into it, I'm not gonna buy fake jewelry. I'm gonna get the real thing. And I just don't understand why that's so triggering. Like, it's like, why would you consciously make a decision to buy a knockoff? Just don't buy it. Like, I'm not gonna go to Canal Street and buy a fake Birkin bag to give to my wife.
What if she don't know it's a fake?
No, I'm just not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy a fake Chanel bag.
Yeah.
So I can look like I have a Chanel bag. That goes back to you not having enough security in yourself, trying to impress other people, and then saying, well, no, well, financially, rich people buy fake stuff all the time. No, they don't. They really don't. They don't, guys. Guys, they don't. I'm telling you.
Chad Rich, right?
He's an anomaly. And like I said, I don't understand why he's doing it. He could do it, but I don't understand why he's doing it.
Yeah.
If you don't need to impress people with real money, don't wear jewelry like that. Guys, women might, but you don't see like a billionaire. I've never seen one billionaire with a chain on, except for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Or like a hip hop billionaire.
Yeah.
But I never, and we know a lot of them.
Yeah.
Davos, Switzerland, I didn't see one chain in Davos.
Yeah. You didn't see no
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know why it was so triggering for me to say that, like, oh, this is who you taking advice from. I'm telling you not to buy fake items. Is that controversial?
It is.
Like, don't buy something that's fake. Why would you want to? And if you do buy something that's fake, that tells me a lot about your character. That's it.
They're trying to finesse, man.
So
they can get the polygamy.
Look, man, you can play all kinds of games. Look, it's not gonna help you. He has beard enhancement. Well, you need to have a bank account enhancement. You want to talk about my beard? Let's talk about your bank account.
Let's talk.
I mean,
hey, you started the boy up.
No,
hey, go ahead.
Look, guys, I'm only here to help.
Got you.
I'm here to help. If you wanna buy fake jewelry, knock yourself out.
Got you. It's tough, man. People are more sensitive than ever. And go back to that dirty macking too. Like, I don't know what the term is, but there's a dirty macking amongst like professionals that aspire to be somewhere. I know we call it hating, but I think we need a better term. Like, if some shit bother you, just let it go. Like, I wrote on Patrick Bet David page, like, yo, the reason that Google's stock price fell wasn't because of the AI. They had George Washington looking like George Jefferson and shit, right? He was like, oh, here you come with your pro-black empowerment shit. I'm like, bro, I'm an investment expert, but like, I think people are in such an unhappy place that these kind of conversations get people riled up. And at the end of the day, it really don't matter, man. You know, it's all good. Crypto, Bitcoin is on fire. Do you think we'll cross the 100 grand mark by summer, or will we see a pullback? Troy said we'll talk about it Monday.
We'll talk about it Monday.
Got you.
But I will say this for Bitcoin. It will reach $100,000 at some point.
This year?
I don't know this year.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that, but it's inevitable that Bitcoin will eventually reach $100,000.
Got you.
For sure. It's I don't see a path that it doesn't.
Got you.
It's extremely resilient. It's resilient.
Ladies, make him open up that phone and show you what them investments looking like.
That could be considered dirty macking.
Is it?
Dirty macking. That's dirty macking.
Two simps, two simmies.
Oh,
some of them lame ass dudes gonna go for it. No, baby girl, I got 6,000 Ethereum. All right. Yeah, you gotta be able to go for at least 30 minutes with 300 Ethereums.
300.
Hey, it is what it is. What do I know?
It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't, ladies and gentlemen. Blackout.
At some point, we're gonna talk about your boy too.
Who's that?
At some motherfucking point, we're gonna talk about your boy. We ain't gonna do it this week, but it's only fair. We gotta be honest, yo.
You gotta be honest.
Come on, what is he talking about? I've been team player, like, yo. Okay. I know one podcast that ain't coming back for sure. Finito.
Dang.
Boy. No BET Awards this year. And BET, why y'all ain't nominated them yet? Come on. Hey. All right, y'all. These are my thoughts, but we gotta talk. Hey, man. Fat Joe, I love you. Appreciate you. You my guy. Appreciate Jada. Appreciate you, Styles. Right? But man, this shit crazy, yo. What topics do y'all want us to cover next week? And if I made you money, please put yes in chat. Amazing party. I think you had party of the year.
Appreciate
Party
you.
was a vibe, yo.
Party was a vibe.
Yeah, party was a vibe.
Party was a vibe.
So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about your boy one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told y'all 2024, year of truth, boy.
The year of truth.
You got to do good business. Be upstanding. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real.
Yep.
We will see you guys Monday.
Cannot wait.
Love.
Cannot wait. I mean, we here. We can talk.
Love.
Hey.